Day 19 of the Joshlin Smith trial saw cross-examinations begin with testimony provided by Captain Wesley Lombard as the defense teams for Jacquen Appollis and Steveno van Rhyn challenged the way police obtained statements from their clients. Right now, the Joshlin Smith case has entered the phase of a trial within a trial, a process in criminal law where a mini-trial is held to determine the admissibility of a confession or other evidence, ensuring it was obtained freely and voluntarily before the main trial proceeds. In this case, accused 1 and 2, Jacquen and Steveno, made statements that the state wants to include as evidence in the main trial. Their defense is contesting the admissibility of these statements, claiming that not only were they severely tortured, but several critical procedures were never followed by the law enforcement officials who took down their supposed admissions, the contents of which we've yet to be exposed to. Before we dive in today's wrap-up of day 19, I wanted to send a personal thank you and welcome new members to our channel. Your likes, comments, and subs are highly appreciated. Now let's dive into the main development from today's proceedings. Most of what happened today will be fully canvassed in greater detail when we release our weekly trial breakdowns this Sunday. That's why it's so important to ensure that you've turned on post notifications and get alerted instantly when that episode drops. Trust me, it'll be worth your while because at this stage of the trial, the state is pushing hard to prove its case against the accused. So the most important development today was the inevitable unraveling of the woman's identity Jacquen and Steveno pointed authorities to on Monday, the 4th of March 2024. Here's a TLDR version of what that's about. Investigations into Joshlin's disappearance led authorities to a determination on Sunday, the 3rd of March 2024, that they needed to bring in Kelly, Jacquen, Steveno, and Laurentia for questioning. At the time, these 4 were not necessarily considered suspects. Police knew from several inconsistencies and other information that they held crucial knowledge about the 6-year-old's disappearance that could aid in her search. Laurentia was on her way to Cape Town with her boyfriend Againt and their kids at the time, so authorities focused on the 3 suspects they could track down and bring in for questioning immediately. Steveno was brought into the Joshlin Smith Trial Specialized Unit's quarters, which at the time was stationed at the Sea Borders offices in Saldanha Bay. Hours later, Kelly and Jacquen arrived and things got very interesting from there. Again, we will delve into all of this in our weekly trial deep dive, so let's move on for now. Jacquen and Steveno on that day informed Captain Lombard that if they wanted answered about Joshlin's whereabouts, they should speak to this woman whose address they provided. The captain confirmed on day 18 that the address was visited and searched and no traces of Joshlin were found. The woman was brought into the Sea Border offices too, along with her husband and children that evening. Captain Lombard made it a point to indicate that Kelly appeared to know the woman on the basis of her interaction with the children when they crossed paths inside the Family Violence, Child Protection and Sexual Offences office, which is also located at the Sea Border compound. This woman today was identified as Phumza Sigaqa. Phumza made her first court appearance alongside Kelly, Jacquen and Steveno as the 4th accused for the first time on the 8th of March 2024. At the time, not much information was available about the extent of her role in Joshlin's disappearance, albeit, it must be said, her name fluttered around rumors of the child being sold to a sangoma. She was the sangoma connection in the flurry of speculative narratives around Joshlin's disappearance at the time. Captain Lombard on day 18 revealed that Phumza was questioned that Sunday. The contents of that interview, however, we have yet to hear about. She was detained, charged, then more than a week later, released. But now what's truly interesting is her inclusion as witness 55 in the state's list of people set to testify against Kelly and her co-accused. Jacquen and Steveno earlier that Sunday at the Sea Border offices were not very cooperative, only telling investigators that Kelly was the one to talk to about Joshlin's whereabouts. But then, as the day progressed, both of them, held in separate rooms at the time, told police they had valuable information they wanted to share. This, by the way, according to Captain Lombard's timeline, happened after he had met with a man named Owen who provided them with what he claimed was a valuable lead. Owen is a figure we will explore in great detail in the weekly deep dive, so let's put him to the side for now. Jacquen and Steveno told investigators that if they wanted to find Joshlin, they had to speak to Phumza. But why? Right now, we are in the dark, but things are certainly heating up. Laurentia Lombard, the state's Section 204 witness, already set the foundation of Kelly's motive in her testimony when she revealed that Joshlin was sold to a sangoma for 20,000 rand. a sordid trafficking she witnessed with her own eyes and subsequently became an accessory to the crime by accepting 1,000 Rand from the money Kelly received. Now, Phumza could be the state's next drawing card to cement crucial information about Kelly's link and possible interactions with, shall we say, dark magic. Kelly and Phumza know each other. To what extent, we will find out later in the trial. What Phumza reveals on the stand could turn this trial, which by the way has been thoroughly riveting so far, in a completely new direction. But the road is still long for the state, since next week the judge will decide if Jacquen and Steveno's statements, taken after they were detained at Saldanha Bay Police Station on the 5th of March 2024, and which possibly include utterances about Phumza, are admissible. This is where we will end it for now. As I've indicated throughout this video, Sunday's deep dive will cover every other aspect of the week's testimony so far and close any loops I left open. If you made it this far in the video, thank you for watching. Also, I'd like to hear from you. What do you think about Phumza resurfacing in the Joshlin Smith case, this time as the state's witness? What do you think Jacquen and Steveno revealed in their statements that is so contentious it requires a trial within a trial? Drop those comments below and I will send personal shoutouts in Sunday's breakdown. Goodbye for now.